Welcome to Wednesday Moon, and this is your host, Tendaji, Eshe, Michaela, Rena. I want to thank you for joining me on this Saturday. It's been an amazing, interesting, full of events as I had awakened and had an epiphany about different things that have occurred in my life. And so I thought it would be worth sharing because I think we all go through some of these different things. And before I end the segment today, I'll share a tarot card of the day. And if it speaks to you, make sure you reach out. If you want an extended version of that card for you, then I can do a card session with you with an affirmation that's attached to it so that we can change the dynamics of what may be happening or occurring in your life. And I have a special that's going on, and so I'll share that with you before the end of the segment. So my thought early this rising, I have been the recipient of many amazing experiences, and once I learned that my thoughts were controlling how I was receiving in my world or how I saw the world, then I began to harness how I think, even that back program. And then you have to get behind that program to see why certain triggers may happen. And the triggers could be emotional, they could be physical, they could be mental, and they have everything to do with your health, your finances, what you desire to eat, or the people that you connect with. So, and I had been watching myself specifically for the last 3 or 4 days, watching what were my triggers about eating and what were my thoughts that were coming in. What was I viewing that was facilitating some other emotional or feelings that was within my spirit. And so yesterday, as I was contemplating some things, my daughter came and she laid next to me and she just said, "Mommy," she goes, "please don't worry." She goes, "If you are worried, please don't worry because I love you and it's all better. Everything ends up working out." And I just thought, she's so right. What a beautiful hopeful perspective, but it's beyond hope, because hope is something that you will continue to reach out for and never really attain. You are hoping for it. And so I had to recognize that even that was my own limitation in expressions of reception. So paying attention to your thoughts is really, really important. So why is this so important, paying attention to your thoughts? Because thoughts produce energy. That's all it is, just flashes of energy. We have thought forms all around us. We know them as spirits, disembodied spirits, lower energy level spirits, and we have higher energy level spirits. These are thoughts that are out there. Well, if the non-living are existing as a thought form, definitely the living persons with dynamic energy is producing thought forms, and those thought forms are either being sent with a positive ion, and I speak scientifically, or a negative ion. And so how we are receiving those are based on other thoughts that are coming on in, based on what we're watching or what we're eating or who we're connecting with. And we have to watch all those things. And if you're watching things that are negative, and then someone's thinking negative of you, then it's bombarding you with a certain pressure. And in that, now thoughts are forming in your mind based on those psychic connections, and therefore it's producing a negative aura, which now is bringing you more negative experiences. And you're thinking, why would I even want to do that? Well, it's not something you desire to do. However, it is what you are physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually doing. So I had to recognize if there was someone out there putting a negative thought or negative speech against me, and someone else was listening, right? Then that person is now created a story. Even if that's not something they want to believe, they are creating this story within. And eventually the story functions or creates the thought, a picture of how it might turn out for them, or how it might turn out for you, or whatever the circumstance. And once that thought is released, it has no other choice but to manifest itself in whatever circumstance that the universe brings together, collides together as a reality. And that is not your reality, to accept any of that negativity. And so when you rise in the daybreak, the first thing you should do is release any negative ions, any negative thoughts, any negative feelings, any negative circumstances that may have attached to themselves to you during the evening hours, during the sleeping hours, maybe with someone else's worry and or someone else's thoughts that they've heard or experienced. You've got to release that so that now you can bring in positive energy. So one of those things that you can do is by starting with your morning mantra and your rising rejuvenation statements. Now, notice what I said, morning mantra and your rising rejuvenation statements. So we want to put to rest negative thoughts, words, and expressions, and now rise with rejuvenating expressions and thought forms and energetic patterns. That is real. So one of the things that I do is say my morning mantra, rising rejuvenation statements. One is, and I'll give these to you, and please take them down. They work effectively, and sometimes I have to remind myself to go back into my book and say them. So here I am giving them to you. The first one is saying it in the UI forms, and this is really important. You would say it just as this. You negate from negativity, and negativity is released from your soul now. Yes, this is true. I negate from negativity, and negativity is released from my soul now. So you can say it as an African affirmation by saying Ashe, Oshe, Ashe, or you can say so mote it be, or so it is done. The next one is you are positively charged for health, wealth, love, and power now. Yes, this is true. I am positively charged for health, wealth, love, and power now. Ashe, Oshe, Ashe. So it is. You get definite about prosperity, and prosperity gets definite about you. Yes, this is true. I get definite about prosperity, and prosperity gets definite about me. Ashe, Oshe, Ashe. So it is. So those are the affirmations that you would say. And it would be wise for you to take a drink of water before you say your affirmation, say those affirmations, seal them, and then clap so that you can actually infuse this energetic frequency with the words that you are now programming, and then drink a glass of water again so that now you're being restored and you're bringing in refreshment to your soul. And that is part of the rejuvenating, refreshing statements that are now activated. So with that being said, that is today's tip. Now, the card that I pulled, and if this speaks to you, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can contact me. Send me a text to 510-320-3008. Today's daily reading, it's a $3 reading for 3 minutes. So you'll get an additional card, and you'll get an affirmation that actually will undo the negative energy that the card may be producing, or something that you desire to enhance or change. Okay? So with that being said, you can comment below, say, yes, I'd like a reading. And you can do that on my YouTube or on my Facebook or in my inbox on Facebook, or you can send me a text to 510-320-3008. This card is Two of Pentacles. So I'm going to post it up close so that you can see that. It's a pretty amazing card. This deck is by Ciro Marchetti. Ciro Marchetti. Very amazing. This is the Two of Pentacles. Now, the interesting thing about Pentacles, and let me just say this is so interesting because you can look at the textbook and the textbook will say a specific thing, and that's it. It's a textbook. It's their general descriptions. However, reading the card and knowing what elements that they are connected to is the power of the card. It's the power of the energy. And so this is the energy that's coming through today. So Two of Pentacles. First, Pentacles has to do with resources. Pentacles has to do with family. It is connected to the number 6. Even though it's a 2, Pentacles has to do with responsibilities, and it has to do with work. It has to do with your resources. It's a very earth element. Pentacles, money. And that's what it looks like. If you notice the pentacles on here, it looks like money. There you go. Now, if you notice in his hand, he's got one hand that he's fully has a handle on his resources, and the other one is coming into his hand. And you could tell that it's coming into his hand because his hand is actually firing up with the element of the pentacles in his hand. So it might even look as if he is making magic with one hand. So this card indicates that you are a person who has something of resource. You are a resourceful person. That's the hand that he has a firm grip on his resources. That you have a firm grip on your family. You have a firm grip on your resources, your thoughts, your ideas. And interestingly enough, there's a cloud here, and the cloud is having everything to do with the spirit realm. The spirit realm is showing you that I'm just going to say an ancestor, if you believe in angels, that you have guidance from someone that is bringing you additional resources, and you need to have faith that it will land in your hand and allow you to have something to work with, a prosperity. And it's coming from a place that has been confusing, okay? So, or without clarity. So there's that cloud. There's some discomfort, some, I'm going to use a very general statement from a place of a cloudy day where your resources have been depleted, and so therefore that's where that cloud is breaking away, and your spiritual guidance, your ancestors, your angels that walk with you are now showing you that the resources that you have within you are matched by the resources that Spirit has available to you. Now, I love that the ship is coming in because it says that your ship is coming in. And I love that dolphin right there. The dolphin is definitely a spiritual person. However, this is a new person coming into your life that offers something refreshing and is willing to help. We know dolphins have the ability to help and rescue, and they have the ability to communicate. So listen to a new person in your life, or allow a new person in your life, or if it's a returning person in your life, allow that returning person to spark within you encouragement, insight, love, happiness, and positivity. So that is something that you should look forward to. And if you notice, he is now standing on, I would say, ground that is more stable. He's not out of the, he's not in the woods, and he's not in the water, but he's now on the ground with his back to anything that was unstable. However, if you notice, his ship is coming in. And this is a great card for you. So if this resonates with you, please give me a call. However, this is the card of the day, and I will be doing this Wednesday Moon Wisdom Series, and I look forward to speaking with you and sharing amazing insights. So with that being said, have an amazing Saturday, and with that, divine love. Ashe, Oshe.